Welcome back, everybody, to the Physical Film Award nominations. So, for the fifth category, we're going to be looking at Best Physical Extras. So, this is going to be stuff like art cards, posters, and the like. So, yeah, first nomination is for one of the first big, expensive releases of 2025, and it was Hammer's The Quatermass Experiment. So, they did follow up with this with the second one, as well as Curse of Frankenstein. But being the first, this is the one that impressed me quite a lot. Considering I wasn't expecting what to get from them, to be honest, because obviously Hammer have only very recently been getting into the Blu-ray and 4K market. Um, Obviously, they're still not massively back in terms of cinema releases, but it's really, really great that they're back in terms of doing physical releases. So, yeah, I really like the likes of the new artwork that I had going on, which is combined with the original, with the American title. And then, yeah, it just had plenty of physical extras to it to enjoy. So, with the following, so we had the Quatermass Experiment graphic novel, which is all very nicely done. And yeah, all nicely printed inside, all clear to read and such. So, yeah, with the following. So yeah, it's a really, really interesting accompaniment to the film itself. And then we have the Quatermass Papers Volume 1, with the second volume obviously being in the second film. And yeah, this is absolutely vast in terms of, you know, extras to accompany the film as well, with all sorts of different write-ups, and there's different posters for the film in the reverse and such. So, yeah, it's just a really, really hefty booklet overall. A lot of write-ups, a lot of background information on the films and the people involved and such. So that's also really, really nice. And then we had some art cards as well, which are printed in a kind of an old style fashion, to be honest. Looks like a early 1930s kind of black and white film, to be honest, more than a 1950s one. But yeah, all of these were really, really nicely done. A nice thick card and the like. I won't go through all of them because we do have four other releases to look through. Then we also had a really nice poster, again on thick paper, double-sided as well. And yeah, again, has the American title on the reverse of one of them. So the Creeping Unknown. And then wait, I think this was the Italian or Spanish, I can't remember which, titled version as well, which again is really, really nice. So, yeah, just great physical releases, extras there. And obviously, this category is going to somewhat blend into the next category, which is best physical quality. Um, but, you know, massive amount of extras does not necessarily mean a great amount of physical quality. It just means that they've got all of those extras. But yeah, there is obviously some physical quality issues that I am not a massive fan of. I think the edges of the long Blu-ray and 4K discs, like casing, is a little bit suspect at times. So, you know, a great amount of physical extra does not mean a great amount of physical quality, like I just said. So, yeah. But then from second sight, we have the Nice Guys, which, yeah, just really, really fancy looking artwork, and a series of art cards again with the cast and their characters. Again, won't show all of them off, but yeah, they're just really nicely printed again on nice thick cardboard, clear to read, and yeah, good choices for the photos there. And then we also had a really rather nice hardback book, which is something that Second Sight do a lot of, is these hardback books, to be honest. And yeah, it's just again really in-depth writing on the film and the crew and the people involved and such. With so inside in content, you had cast and crew, and then you had Into the Melting Pot, The Nice Guys by Barry Forshaw, Funny How, a look at Ryan Gosling's comedy credentials by Hannah Strong, Bloody Christmas by Mitchell Bierper, Beer. The Nice Guys, Women of Shane Black's Neo-Noirs by Nadine Whitney. How Do You Like My Car, Big Boy? The Brutal Absurdity of the Nice Guys by Naomi Roper. They Dead Quickly. Black and the Action Comp Buddy Noir by Jamie Graham. You Made a Porno Film Where the Point Was a Plot. The Nice Guys and Crime Cinema's Relationship with Pornography and Vice Versa by Justine Labadie. Lalibity, and then acknowledgements and production credits. And again, it's all on nice thick paper. It's well printed. You get shots from the film throughout as well. It's just all very nicely done, and yeah, just feels like a proper quality product as well. On top of all of that, and yeah, and then we had the discs themselves in a nicely done thing. Quite fancy. You could stand that up, and then people would be like, "Oh, what's in that?" And then turn it around. Then you got a cracking film within in 4K and Blu-ray. So yeah, and then obviously the hard box is technically an extra itself as well, and again that is physically really well done. Third nomination, the first film from Curzon to actually get a nomination, and it is Flow. So a really rather fantastic film, one of my favourite animated films of the year so far. But yeah, then this physical release was also absolutely superb as well. So not only do we get the really nice art box itself, hard box, but we also get a bunch of artwork as well as a read up called Water Triumph Reflecting on Flow by Michael Leader, talking about the animation and such. But then you also got a bunch of concept artwork and landscapes and stuff like that that appear in the film. So yeah, that's just a really nice extra to the film itself. Then we also got a poster with the artwork that we've seen on the box as well as the reverse. So that's the one on the box. And then we had a really rather nice reverse one as well. Again, on nice thick paper. Still has that nice new smell to it, which shows how high quality it is, quite frankly. And then again, we had a nice little case for the film itself on 4K and Blu-ray. Again, more artwork. But on top of that, we get something I've never seen before in a Blu-ray or 4K physical release. We get some little what would be considered playing cards, but obviously they're not part of a playing card game. But still, it's really nice to have these little extras with Flow on the back of each of them. And then we had the dog, and then we had the lemur. So they're three characters that pop up alongside our lead character, the cat. And then we had some stickers as well. I've just not found anywhere to put them, but I'm glad I didn't because I know I wouldn't be able to show you them here. But still, yeah, just nice little extras there. And then the fourth nomination is one that we've recently looked at, and that is the Agatha Christie collection. So yeah, 4 films were out, but on top of all of that, and the fact that you also get them in these exclusive cardboard and plastic cases, because you won't get these when they're sold individually. You'll just get a normal 4K case. So this is technically also an extra in of itself, which are all really nicely done. These are the it's not common that you get these kind of cases. Indicator seem to be one of the few that have done it, although Eureka have also recently done it with their Phantomaz box set. So it's nice to see that more people are taking on what Indicator have done with their cases. It's more, you know, more environmentally friendly, but I think also look far better and come across as more high quality. We also got a booklet as well. So yeah, all nicely done, right up, film shots from the film and such. So yeah, all nice on that front. And then on top of all of that, we got posters for each of the films as well. I won't show you all of them because I have shown them off already. Show you off the most recent one. So these are only single-sided, so you only get the artwork that has been newly done for this release. But still, I say recent one, definitely now isn't the most recent one. But regardless, yeah, new artwork only for these posters. It would have been nice to have the original artwork on the reverse, but I guess they're just going for a bit more of a consistent theme with the release itself overall. And yeah, each of the posters are nice, again on thick paper, and yeah, feel like high quality. And then finally, we have Sunset Boulevard, also on 4K. This has actually been one of the most popular videos I did this year. And yeah, an absolutely excellent film. But then we also had all of the physical extras as well, which obviously start with a hard box. Again, these are an extra because you would not get them with a standard 4K release. Then we also get a booklet, which has a load of shots from behind the scenes, including the casting crew chairs. You've got Billy Wilder's chair there, as well as behind the scenes shots as well, which again offers a glimpse behind the camera rather than just what's in front of it. Now, granted, what lets this release down a little bit is that it does just come with a standard 4K release box case, which is a little bit of a shame. That's the only real thing that lets this one down. But then we do get a script kind of book thing to hold everything in. Obviously, this film is about a star that is trying to make a comeback with a new film. So therefore, a script is involved in some regard. But yeah, we get a whole load of stuff with this release. We get a huge amount of art cards, which have either shots from the film or promotional material, stuff like that, which is all nicely done. And then on top of that, we get a couple of memento elements. We get a Sunset Boulevard street sign, and then we also get a part of a replica of a prop from the film, which is basically Mad About the Boy Norma on there. And then we also get a couple of posters as well. Again, on not on the most high quality of paper, I guess you could say, but it is still thick. Doesn't feel like it's going to tear. They are single-sided, so we get that artwork on there, which is obviously the original. And then we also get a new bit of artwork as well, which I haven't seen before this release, which is also really rather well done. So yeah, the only slight against this release, like I said, is the fact that it only comes in a standard 4K case. If it wasn't for that, then yeah, that would also be a even higher in terms of the overall physical quality. That's why this isn't going to be in the best physical quality nomination, purely because of that case. If it had its own individual case, then yeah, it would probably get into that nomination. But it still gets into this one just because it's got a really rather interesting amount of extras to it. So yeah, there's 5 nominations for this category. Whether or not you agree with me is a whole thing entirely, but I know a lot of people aren't a massive fan of these big limited editions because they don't care for all the physical extras and whatnot, but I do, and yeah, I think they're overall really, really interesting. There are other ones I could have picked, like Ran, but that's another Studio Canal one, and I wanted to at least include the Agatha Christie collection, and I can't do two nominations for one label. There are obviously a couple of other second sight films that came out this year, like Scanners and The Brood, but they're a little bit more small scale than this, and obviously there were the Hammer ones as well that came out, the Quantum Mass Experiment 2 and The Curse of Frankenstein, but I feel like they're all a bit similar anyway, so may as well just go for the first one out of the 3. So yeah, but still, overall, great year for physical extras, quite frankly. So yeah, highly recommend getting all of these releases if you haven't already. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.